I'm currently a partner at the law firm DLA Piper, resident in Washington, D.C. My area of practice is predominantly economic sanctions. However, for 15 years at DLA Piper, I have been the chair of the International Trade Practice Group, which looked at all aspects of international trade. Prior to my time at DLA Piper, I was at the U.S. Treasury Department, where for 18 years I was the director of the Office of Foreign Assets Control, which administers economic sanctions and embargo programs against countries, individuals, groups, and persons that activities are counter to the U.S. national security, foreign policy interests of the United States. It was a lot of involvement with the U.S. Congress. I was a witness at congressional hearings, approximately between 50 and 60 separate occasions. Some went better than others, but that's all part of the job that I felt I was particularly well trained for at Case Western Reserve Law School. I was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. I went to Kenyon College, was very pleased to have had education at Kenyon. And I thought at the time I would remain in Ohio. But both Kenyon and Case Western Reserve opened up many new horizons. And so I chose the opportunity that was offered to move to Washington, D.C. with a fellow Case alumni, Spinner Finley. I will say my time at Case Western Reserve was a great deal of fun. I had great roommates and wonderful friends while I was there. And thankfully, I've managed to keep up with them all and managed to get to Cleveland quite often and always look forward to that opportunity. I think what's most remarkable is how the law school has emerged as a leading institution in the law school education, especially in the area of international law. And I strongly credit Michael Scharf to bringing that to the law school and the many things he has done. Many of my former colleagues who I had a very high regard and respect for, both personally, professionally, intellectually, are members of this group. So I know the high standards that this holds. And again, I've always had a very fond place in my heart for Ohio. I'm from Ohio. I was educated in Ohio. And going back to Ohio is something that I always look forward to. I will say on this event, I'm particularly honored to be on the same podium with Professor Lou Katz, who was a young professor when I started law school in the fall of 1968. He was a shining star at the time and has continued to be that throughout his professional career. Back then, the Vietnam War was raging, and we always viewed him as one of us.